Hey TK, we are going to be doing some math. Now, I told you last week we were all done with Gus the plus and Linus the minus. We did such good work with Gus and Linus that we're ready to move on to some big numbers. So, remember way back when we started school online, we started looking at numbers 1 through 10. But we already know how to add 1 through 10, we know how to subtract 1 through 10, we know how to write them, we know what they look like. We're ready to look at numbers up to 20. So I know you guys can handle this, and we're going to try and do it and finish by Wednesday. So it might feel like a lot of work, but I think it's not going to be too much because you guys are already math pros, you're experts, and I know you already know these numbers. We're just going to be talking about how we write them, what they look like, okay? So we're going to start by looking at our objective and see what we can finish. Objective is what we are going to learn. I can write and show 11, 12, and 13. So we're looking at 3 different numbers today. Let's begin by talking about 11. 11 is just 2 ones. So it comes right after 10, and it looks like this, a 1 and a 1. 11. So just a 1 and a 1. A 1 and a 1. So in your packet that has 11 through 20, go ahead, go to the 11 page and start trying to trace and write your 11s by yourself. Once you finish writing your 11s, we're going to look at our number line here. Now this is a different number line than we've looked at because it's bigger. It goes all the way to 20. So we're going to count and find 11 and put a dot on it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So notice, 11 is just 1 more than 10. So now here's where it gets kind of interesting. We're going to look at some 10 frames. But if you think about 10 frames, how many frames do they have? They have 10. And when we did our number study page on number 10, we colored them all in. But now we're looking at numbers that are bigger than 10. So we need to have an entire 10 frame filled and more. So it's almost like if you think about when we use Gus the plus and we have to add more together, we're going to need to take a whole 10 frame and add some more to it. So I'm going to start by filling in an entire 10 frame first because 11 is bigger than 10. So I know that I already need to have one whole 10 frame filled in. And then once I fill in my entire first 10 frame, we're going to think about how many more do I need to add. So let's go ahead and count what I have and see how much more I need. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now we said that 11 is 1 more than 10. So in my next set of 10 frames, how many more squares do I need to fill in? Just 1 more. And to do that, I'm going to come to the left side and fill in 1. Now let's see if we add them all up, how many we have all together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So there we go. That is our 11 page. We're going to look at 12 next. And to do this, I'm going to do something kind of tricky. I'm going to just erase my numbers and my number line here, but I'm going to leave my 10 frames the same because I want to show you guys something cool about how we can just add 1 more each time to keep growing our numbers. So turn to your 12 page and we'll get started. Okay, let's work on number 12. So 12 is written with a 1 and a 2. Notice all of these numbers that we're going to be studying until we reach 20 all have a 1 in the front. So 12 is written 1 and a 2. 1 and a 2. 1 and a 2. And I'm still going all the way from the top to the bottom of my lines, just like we do when we write our numbers. Now it's time to find number 12. Let's count on our number line. We know it's going to be bigger than 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 is 2 more than 10. So there was 10. I'm going to hop over 2 more times. Draw my dot on 12. Now, like I mentioned, I want to show you guys how we already have 11. We just need to add one more box to show 12. So I'm going to color in one more 10 frame here. And then we're going to count and see if we're correct. So I went one more over from my left side. We always have to go from left to right. And let's count. So we know we have 10 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I just added one more box to what we had already shown with 11, and I was able to show 12. So now we know that 12 can be made with 10 and 2. So we added 2 more to our 10 frames we already showed. Let's do 13. I'm going to do the same thing by erasing up here, erasing my dot, but I'm going to leave my 10 frames the same. See if you notice what we do to make 13. Okay, I'm ready to write number 13. 13 is written with a 1 and a 3. I wonder if you notice a pattern of these. Just like when we go from 1 to 10, we start with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. When we're doing 11 through 20, we're also starting with 1, then we're having 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, but all of those numbers have a 1 in front. So 11 was a 1 and a 1, 12 is a 1 and a 2, 13 is a 1 and a 3. Pretty cool pattern. So here I go writing 13 with a 1 and a 3, making sure that my numbers go all the way from the top to the bottom. On your 13 page, you can trace then write. And now we are going to find our 13 on our number line. We know it's bigger than 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 3 more than 10. I'm going to put my dot on 13. And now I want to add one more box here to my bottom 10 frames, and we'll see if that makes 13. So now I have 3 filled in on the bottom and 10 filled in on the top. All together, it should make 13. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So those are the 3 numbers that I would like you to show me today, 11, 12, and 13. Not too bad. You guys are going to fly through it because you're already such pros at numbers. All right, thanks for all your hard work, TK. I'll see you tomorrow.